the weather. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Old Great Bricks. Hello, hello, hello. We are so glad you are here. We are in a brand new year. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you guys have had a good New Year so far. All 2 days of it, or I guess we're not done with the second day yet.
We're getting close.
Getting close. Did anyone actually have to go back to work today? Or were you New Year's Day observed today?
I work every day.
I pretend to work every day. So
I would love to pretend to work every day. That'd be amazing.
Well, it's not so good. I got to do better.
I was so bad that today was a day off that I got up at around 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish, something like that. Went, did a couple things around the house, came back to bed. Wife's like, don't you want to just, snuggle a little bit? So yeah, around 3:30, I got back out of bed.
Oh my God! I love days like that.
It was already raining. It was misty, foggy. I'm like, let's just call it a day.
My bladder is like 4 a.m. You need to get up, and
I'm going to have to probably take some measures to make sure I can actually go to sleep tonight because 8:30 tomorrow morning is going to come really freaking fast.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to go to we started our kids basketball program practice, so I went in at about 2:00 and I had to do things for that, like pump up basketballs and crazy things like that. So,
So
you
crazy.
get paid to do this, by the way.
I did get paid to do this. So, and I had to run basketball practice and I had to confess to everyone that I lettered in basketball manager in high school. So that's my skill level when it comes to that. So
Is that a thing?
Well,
I don't know.
They gave me a Letterman's jacket and gave me the plaque with the Letterman thing for it because I was world class, man. Me and my friend Jamie.
I believe that you probably paid.
You must have been exceptional at it to get.
I have heard of. I think I have heard of people lettering in manager. So yes, that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I think nowadays you can pretty much letter in everything.
Because it's basically the participation trophy for everything.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna even say that.
Because now I was in show choir and I didn't letter in it, so because it wasn't something that was letterable, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
It
we
wasn't
went to
varsity.
playoffs, that kind of thing. So I was a state winning level basketball manager. So,
All right.
and B team statistician. Thank you very much. So I kept the books for B team basketball. So
you went above and beyond.
well, I was the only one that knew how to do it. So
I am thoroughly impressed that
Or willing to do
you were involved with sports ball in any way, shape, or form as an adolescent. Now, granted, you grew up. It's really like a man rich. Of course, either he's doing okay. For a second there, I thought he was doing a very good impersonation of Standing Still, but no, I think
he's a little jumpy. He's not.
I think he has it tilted the
sideways.
way.
Yeah.
Turn your phone if you can. There you go.
Nope. Now we just.
Okay, now that's even funnier.
That's better.
Just keep it like that, please.
So much better.
Auto rotate apparently is not on.
Auto rotate is not working. Not working.
You can be that way. We still haven't heard him yet. Oh, look at there.
There we go. Now it's working.
There you are.
Much better.
Nice.
Much better. But you're right.
I am. I just wasn't talking.
There we go. Okay, now we can hear you.
Oh, and then he left. He just went
Good
out.
evening, all.
Good evening.
I was thinking about you the other day. Where you been at, man?
Working hard on stuff and things.
Stuff and things, both.
Yes, entirely. So, yeah, just stuff around my layout. New year, I got my
Holy
new
cow!
street
that's
running
cool.
here. But
Dude.
the big thing about this is I updated it with these Jacob bogies and these cool fillers. 2 sets each, get a Jacob's bogey.
What's up,
And
Brian?
this is this wind turbine here is running on a Micro Scout.
I'm not familiar with
I have
that.
to go turn on the Micro Scout.
Micro Scout came in
Droid
those,
Developer Kit.
yeah,
okay.
Droid Developer Kit. Yep. And they had those little mini sets with them too. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see if I can turn it on from here without interrupting things too much.
All right, prepare to go sideways.
Yes, understandably. All right, here we go.
I think you froze.
It's on.
Man down.
All right.
We see your chin.
So it's set on the program where
All
like
right, everybody do
activates it.
your Rich impression. Everybody, here we go. There we go.
Beards for days.
Oh, I got a better shot of Rich. Here we go. There it is. All right. There. Rich, I think you lost us, man.
Man down.
There we are.
Man down.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, and it's spinning.
Nope. Hooray!
Either the motor needs to be greased or his internet needs to be greased. One or the other. I'm not sure.
It's a tough call.
So that's what we've been doing. We've been doing some monorail, got trains going, got a wind turbine. You know, working on Sesame Street.
That Sesame Street's a fun build.
I did not get it. I should have picked it up at Target when it was being clearanced out.
Now, if you can still get your hands on it, I highly recommend. I mean, it's just a lot of great parts and the characters you can have a lot of fun with too.
Yeah.
I actually found it at Target. Unfortunately, I found it at Target not on clearance, but after it had been sold out for like forever and isn't available anywhere. So I was like, well, I'll get 1% VIP points by turning the receipt in. So I went ahead and grabbed it because sure enough, that set had sold out everywhere, was no longer available. And my wife's like, do we have the Sesame Street set? I would really like to have that. And I'm like, now? Right. So, yeah, luckily I found it. She doesn't know I have it yet. It's going to get.
All right. So we'll go around the room. I'm going to go ahead and admit because I'm going to be building and I'm going to show you what a hypocrite look like. It looks like this. I'm going
to open it.
So yeah, I'm going to check out. You know, if you're a pastor of you're a pastor on a staff at a redneck church, when you get a gift for Pastor Appreciation Day, and it's a blade. So
Nice.
Do that again. Do that.
What?
You know you're a jet when you're only a jet, or however that goes.
I mean, that not only did they give you a blade, they give you a blade that's well oiled and conditioned to flip open.
Yes. Now the other knife I got, for Pastor Appreciation, I cut myself with yesterday. So thank you very much. So
They don't give you instructions with those.
yeah, but when you're putting another notch in your belt because you lost a couple pounds, you can jab yourself pretty easy. So.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know about the losing a couple pounds, but
So, Chris, should we do this at the same time? Should we?
Yes.
Should we?
So, so just by the way, the packaging of this is really good. Lego apparently is afraid of the word renegade, so they won't use that as the title of this set, which I don't get. I mean, but anyway, so this was gift and purchase. This is a gift from my son. This is dad tax because I was not going to plunk down the $190, but his Christmas money went to all the things that he got. Hey, TJ, how you doing? Jake got Jay's mech, and he just built it with the weird feather thing off his head, and he doesn't like it. But anyway, that part. So this is the dad tax. So I did get it. Unless somehow it miraculously came to me, and there you go. Opened. This is open. There you go. And yes, it does not have tabs. It has.
I was
on it.
so very glad to see that it did not have tabs. That was like one of the very first things I checked when I got the box out. I was like, oh, there's no tabs. Good, cool.
Yeah. Although that I cut myself on my other finger about opening. Yeah, I cut myself right there with a knife opening the tab packages with the saw in it. All that kind of stuff. So didn't give me knives. I don't think my insurance can take it.
Kind of sounds that way.
I'm really looking forward to that today arriving because original Blacktron has always been my favorite line.
Yeah.
So
My sticker sheet was not in bad shape. Not much curl.
I got no curl, but unfortunately, I know a lot of people got two. Some people got two sticker sheets.
Ooh.
I'm a little miffed that I was not one of them. So.
Oh, and I already know. I saw from the Bricks and Beers Discord that this is going to go on a gray tile, and I'm not having that. I'm going to put it on a yellow tile, just like its original. So,
well, technically, shouldn't make it on a black?
Original was a black tile. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yes.
well, some of them were. Anyway, I'll put it on something other than dark gray for crying out loud. So.
Well done. I despise stickers with a fiery passion.
Uh-huh.
I won't find out until a few days when I get mine. When it comes to
Yeah,
shipping.
I got mine ordered online, so Lord knows when it'll ever get to me. But
So, Captain,
Yeah.
I would normally 100% agree with your distaste of stickers, but someone, and I forget where I found this information, and it kind of changed my opinion of this whole sticker scenario. Because while we are old school advocates of the computer screens, the whole bit, we want those things to be printed because they're awesome, this and that. But then when you start thinking about newer pieces that come out and they're only come out printed and they don't come out non-printed, and you're like, wow, I really want to use that piece for things, but I don't want that silly printing on it. And then I start to appreciate pieces that aren't printed because maybe I want to use it for something other than it was intended, and I don't want the printing on it. It changed my opinion of the whole scenario. But
I can remember mid 90s, 2000s going, why I need all this print off of these good parts.
right.
But then that's also when Lego would put stickers over multiple parts, and there was it was a weird time.
Yeah.
And then all those stickers turned to goo. They would dry rot and become a mess. And so I don't know.
The only time I think at this point in time where printed pieces are better over stickers is if they are on slopes
yeah, a standard part.
or
Printed on
Because
curves.
they're not
or tile.
they're not smooth.
Tiles. Tiles should always be printed because we
Yeah,
get
if
enough tiles.
it's a common part,
Yes.
yeah, and I actually do. I very much appreciate your stance on if it's a unique part
Yes.
that you'd really like to not have a print, then that makes sense. But if it's a standard part that you can get normally, then
Print it. Then print it.
Here's my other question is there are 3 bags in there, but I have 3 number 1s,
Right.
3 number 2s, and 2 number 3s.
I mean, I have never seen a bag for number, this is 3 for number 1s, and look at these little tiny bags. I mean, I guess it's kind of interesting because normally you get like a bag with a bag inside. So
I was
maybe
going to say the smaller bags are usually in the bigger bags, but
And so- I was going to bring up the same thing. I think it's very strange that.
And aren't they pushing to do away with the plastic bags?
Maybe that's the kick. Maybe they were trying to get rid of more bags.
Hey, Moto.
I don't know who Kaif is, but he's life. Okay, got it.
I don't know.
Stickers for Kaif. That sounds like some sort of like thing you give money to for some kid. Stickers for Kaif. Kaif has got pneumonia, and
Hey, Ferris. Yeah, all that.
All right.
It'll show up on my old guy channel one of these days, I'm sure.
First thing to check is the scratching of the canopy. I have a little bit of scratching on the canopy. So
I gotta open it.
it's not bad. It's not as bad as it could be. I tell you what, we're not going to zoom around. You guys just talk about what you got going on. So,
What do I got going on? I was given what I think is a super nifty set for Christmas. It's a 60th anniversary set
oh, cool.
Nice.
that I didn't know was a thing. And I have some of the set. A little Barracuda, a little Galaxy Explorer, a little Yellow Castle, and a little City Monorail. And I have the Barracuda and the Castle. I don't think I have a Galaxy Explorer.
That set you're holding there is not common, and when it came out, it went pretty quick.
Yeah. A friend of mine found it at a local toy fair and snatched it up for me.
Nice.
All right.
Other than that, I placed my order at 9. It would have been 9 p.m. here because that's when New Year's Lego stuff becomes available on the West Coast.
Yep.
So.
All right. Opinions around the board, and then y'all can just talk about the new, very plain instructions. It does not bother me at all. I don't.
Nope.
It really doesn't.
What's the difference?
It's just white, black and white. But if Lego's going to do that to quote unquote save the environment, maybe they shouldn't put all this on the middle.
Well,
So there's no color anywhere? How do you tell which color part goes where?
No,
that's
that's
just a cover.
cover, but the inside is on dark gray, where they said they were going to stop doing that and go to white background for all the instructions. So
For less
I'm
ink, I
guessing
think, yeah.
this
I
set
don't know.
this set got produced somewhere in mid transition, is my guess.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, their cycle for when they do stuff has got to be months, if not years.
Now, when I find it, because I've been typically doing all instructions, I'll just build off my iPad. I won't even pull out the physical instructions. But this set of instructions is not available on the instructions app yet. So
Oh.
it is going to require using the instructions.
Only you, Jeff. I would point that out.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, Jeff. Jack.
Not you,
I didn't
Jeff.
say
Other
anything. What are
Jeff.
you talking about?
We
I
haven't had a
heard
good
that
Jeff sighting in a while, and that was an appropriate Jeff sighting right there.
I heard
We
that
got Oklahoma Jeff. So
from what I read, the paper bags were only being used for the large parts right now. At least in this wave of sets that's coming out. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Like I haven't gotten one of the sets yet because they're all in order.
I've only opened up small sets, and all of them are still been in plastic. So
Yeah, okay.
Well, I
All
guess the new Ninjago wave, we'll open it up and see if it's got anything.
there's a neat marketing thing on that new Ninjago wave. Do you notice that little white border that's around the edge?
Yeah.
It really sets out those new sets from amongst the myriad Ninjago sets are old. I think that is a visual cue for Grandma going, "What do I need to get him?" Oh, that one's new. So
now the question will be if that color will change from year to year. Now that would be fun.
And Matt has joined us. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Salutations.
Plastic.
All right, let's go ahead and give some love before I cover it up with air tanks. They put back print on. the
That's
Black
awesome.
Pine guy.
That's
So,
fantastic.
But the sad thing is that makes this set even that more desirable to have because of the figure being different.
They know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
But
Well, you all being from Georgia, you'll appreciate this. Look, it's peachy.
oh, it's got a peach background. Now I know
That's a peach, huh?
that this is the piece that everybody is probably most mad about that is not printed.
Yeah.
I got an extra printed one sitting over here waiting to go on.
But the fact remains is that this is still not a common part anymore.
Not in that color, no.
So that's so it makes sense why they didn't print it, because they're probably going to have this part come up available on Bricks and Pieces or something. It's no longer to put it into circulation for other sets. Who knows?
I feel like I am missing some of the original experience in the fact that my 1x1 dots do not come up through.
They're not on a stem.
No, that's the way it is. Oh, here he is. Dragon, look at the way. Here's a little flexing going on right there. Look at that. Little flex. You got the brown.
Yep. Got the brown spaceman.
I'll see your one and raise you 3.
Oh.
I'll see your 3 and raise you 6.
Yeah, but bring him out. Bring him out now.
I don't want to.
See, two in the hand. It's that whole Bush thing going on. You got nothing. You got nothing.
Did you see that the shop at home is only allowing 2 minifigs per limit right now?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, how does that work? I want 12 of a set.
Well, you know what they're doing? They're pushing you to buy the boxes of 6.
Well, yeah, which are also limited to 2. So if you get a duplicate box, you're screwed.
Correct.
Yes, Target has
Assuming
them
that
as
it's
well,
just
by the way.
a correctly 6-6 split.
But I
right?
mean, the funny thing is that I get the whole concept of somebody in marketing saying, "Hey, let's make them in boxes of 6 available," and they get a 50-50 chance of getting 6 duplicates, which I think is ridiculous. Why not just give us a box of 12 and make everyone happy?
But then it's not, the fun of the hunt.
You know what? Make it only available in the United States because it's the one thing the other countries that are complaining about it to begin with. So, whatever.
I
And I
think
apologize for
somebody
anyone who
open,
doesn't live in the United States. On that
open
comment.
3 boxes and get 3 identical 6 figures out of all those boxes. I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
That should
crazy. I mean, at least if you were able to buy 12 individual bags, you would assume your odds are going to be much better than getting 3 copies of the same pieces every time. So
This is my new favorite sentence of the day. I want high stakes space baby poker.
So the funny thing, Moto, this is actually a dual molded piece. This head is like permanently in there.
it is fused
That's-
in.
Awesome.
Well,
There's
apparently
a
my
couple of
Lego
that line I
store,
want.
they only got like 1 or 2 cases of figures to begin with. They were gone. There was 1 left this morning. So
I
That
was lucky enough to get 2
a few
cases.
more today, and they didn't even have any of those at all. So she said they didn't get a lot of stuff. I mean, they got 1 box of each set for some of that stuff. So
I heard that happening across the country in different areas, which I thought was strange.
it was pretty standard here in Houston, I guess. She said all 4 stores kind of they all talked amongst each other, and it was pretty light for what they got because for all the people that showed up, I mean, it was crazy. It was still crazy today.
I think the Lego store I hit, by the time I got there, and they opened at 11 instead of 12, but by the time I got there at 11 or 10 after 11, they were already pretty much gone through the first box, and then by the time I was leaving, the second box they had was pretty well picked through. So that was within the first hour. I only think they got 2 boxes.
Wow.
So
And
That's
yeah,
where it
down
sounds
the
like-
road.
How many did you get?
was that?
I was going to ask Matt. Matt usually buys a box or 2. How many boxes did you get?
You got
0.
0.
So I usually split a case with 2 other locals, and usually we get the case through Barnes and Noble, but we don't get it right away. So I have 0 CMFs, and it's okay. I know I'll get an exact set of 12 eventually. Done this now for like 2 years, where we just are patient. We get a whole case and we split it this way. So
And I want you to know, Matthew, that I have felt like I have been the bigger man by staying out of this scenario, because the other chat, because there's the old Gray Bricks chat on my phone, which is Mark and Chris and Matthew and I. And then Matthew and I share a second chat with Will and Shannon, which is really kind of funny because
don't let them know.
which is really kind of funny because oftentimes Matthew and I will post the exact same thing in both chats at the exact. It's very comical. But anyway, because you can only get 3 sets out of the case, I have allowed Matthew, Shannon, and Will to keep that to themselves, and I will continue to be the nomad and hunt for them individually, which I did.
But you
And I
also
have
are
all
not
12.
patient. You're also not patient.
I am not. I love the hunt. I
Even
love
if-
the hunt.
Even if you were in on the 3-way case splitting,
I
you
was
would still be showing up to the store to get a second copy of every set. I know you.
Yes, this is true. This is true. So
Even if you were in the cartel or whatever you want to call it, you would not be sad.
Cartel.
You would not be sad. You would be like, well, I know I'll get a full set eventually, but I just had to have them today, so I just had to go by, fill up all those bags.
It's a compulsory. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But you know what? I was having I mean, I talked about this a little bit on Monday or last Thursday. I was having FOMO because even Campbell shoots me a picture that he's got 2 cases before I got my
Campbell's
own.
got a guy.
Well, he does have a guy, and you know what? Everybody needs that guy. But it was still like Meredith and those guys. They all had them before I did. I'm like, this is just horrible. All I needed was for Cliff and our lug to show that he had them early, and I would have just packed it all in.
I'll send Cliff a message to tell him to post a fake picture.
There you go. Here's all 6 of them for you, Dana.
Yep, there you go. All right, you got them. You got them.
It's lovely.
I'm actually trying to not spend as much on Lego this year, and then what happened was I had this ambition to do this enormous life-size mural, and the Instagram user Deep Shin took the mural and told me exactly what 1x1 round or AKA dots I would need. And so I started of course, I had to go through the spreadsheet, see what they go for on Bricklink. I had to see how many I had of all the colors. And so I started pricing it. And the next thing you know, I'm on Shop Lego and I'm clicking things in the shopping cart. And I'm like, well, I have $200 worth of dots. I could get me a free, 2 free gifts of purchase. Battle pack?
Otter battle pack.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I want the otters, but that's the kind of thing that if it shows up on bricks and pieces, I'll be just comfortable.
Oh, I have a feeling when those otters show up in bricks and pieces, they're going to go like that, or they're going to be like $2 a piece, because that's what every animal mold has been going for lately. Is like $2.
Oh, 2 would be cheap. The tigers were $5 and $6.
Well, no, that's just it. I mean, if they're a bigger animal, it's even more so. But like the squirrels and the kittens, they've been like $1.50 a piece. It's like, I'll just.
But it's not corn.
It's
the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were like $1.50 a piece, and they're this big.
Exactly. So,
Wait, you mean the baseball team or the Lego piece?
And the Cardinals. The Cardinals were also $1.50.
Again, with you throwing sports ball into the conversation is just entertaining.
Well, I'm fairly well-rounded in everything. I sports a little bit.
Yes, but you walk around with one ball, so
Well-rounded, you said?
Well, I am well-rounded. I'm a little off
He's
balance.
just talking about his physical appearance. That's all. Don't listen to him.
Well then,
the one set that I would have been tempted to buy,
Don't say set.
but in the store was the Japanese Wave. So that was the one I
see. I was really disappointed with that versus what the build or the ideas was for
Are
it.
there
So.
actual unique parts in that set? Like the Japanese Wave?
There are some new pieces, yes.
The mosaic plates in Nougat is cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that I know people are going to be clamoring for. The question
Were
would
any
be,
of y'all excited about the new BAM parts? The candy canes are in the BAM already.
candy canes are in the BAM already?
Oh, I didn't look.
And then they had like 6 or 9 new people. The man was in there.
What was that?
They had like 9 new figures. I don't put the figures together because I just want the parts.
Were there new BAM as of yesterday, or was this from the ones from December?
No, they released them yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Because there's going to be the new brick figure in there too. I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's the one. I couldn't find the little brick person, so I don't have my store. But I just bought, like I said, I just buy the parts. Yeah, there's a new boat, and
Well, this actually requires me now to contact my guy because he didn't tell me that they were there, so I didn't even think about looking for them.
So you have a guy failure.
Yeah.
You know what can happen?
You
You're
might
gonna
need
get
a
a
good
you're gonna get a brittle brown horse, snap its head off, and put it in his pillow, and put blood on it.
and maybe just for Texas, we got Blue Bunny for the Blue Bunny ice cream.
Oh, nice. We have Blue Bunny here.
We do?
Yeah, but the factory is over in Brenham.
Well,
That's where they make it.
or no, we don't have Blue Bunny. We have
Mayfield.
Blue Bell.
No, it's not Blue Bunny. It's Blue Bell. Walmart is Blue Bunny is the cheap Walmart brand. Oh, my mistake. Here, I'm talking out of my butt.
Man, you got to turn in your Texas card, man.
I know, I do. Well, I'm not sure I ever earned it, but I've been here a long time. But
good times. Good times.
there's a Bluebird too.
Oh, did we lose the captain? We lost the captain.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it must have. Did he give us a reason? Did he chime in?
He probably was like, nobody's talking. Everybody's talking Lego and not my Lego. So I don't know.
That is not the captain.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay, let me just make a serious complaint to Lego right now because I mean I am spot on putting the sticker on in the center of this piece. I mean to the micron, but the stinking sticker sheet is cut off center. So I mean I've got the sticker on the very center. I mean the logo's off a little bit because the sheet's not cut right, and that drives me nuts.
That's why I just don't use stickers. I just print my own parts.
Shut up. Will you print me some, please?
I mean,
In order for everybody, that's
is that not enough?
that's 7 of those, please.
To
What was
quote
that, Rick?
Ferris Bueller, that sounds like a you problem.
You know, it wouldn't matter to those people that have 2 sets of sticker sheets.
That's true.
Exactly.
They're double cut wrong.
Maybe.
Chris, I do have to hand it to you because, well, granted, I'm probably yammering more than you are, but you're much further along in the instructions. We opened them up at the same time.
Yeah, you're talking. I'm not talking.
Yeah, you are heads down, focused.
I am.
You are building away.
Well, I mean, I seriously was like trying to spot on and get that sticker on, make sure all the border is. Then I look at it, I'm like, why is it? Oh, freaking dang it! You can see it on here. Look, there's a wider border on this side than that side.
Maybe you should call customer service.
Or get
Well,
out
that's
your
the Lego set that I got
X-Acto
from my
knife and a
son.
ruler and just slice it ever so slightly so it's even.
My son gave
That's
me
what
this
I would
Lego set. Oh, there it is.
What happens is Lego's so odd in their measuring that, you know, by the end of the run of the sticker sheet, it's probably just gotten microns off as it goes, and it just gets, because even like my printer does the same thing, because
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Chris, are you trying to bring logic into this conversation?
I'm just saying that Lego's 1 8mm square is not always 8mm. It's closer to 9 or 7.97. Just saying.
Who's measuring?
Push the glass. Oh, you don't have glasses on. You can't push them up. Never mind.
I do have to say I like the fact that they did the cross. The fact that there's a Galaxy Explorer in their radar, where we had the cruiser in the radar on the Galaxy Explorer. So again,
I'm sorry. Are you saying the Renegade?
I'm calling it the cruiser because technically it's a different model number. It looks
is.
different. It's different.
Why would they not want to use the Renegade name? I mean, call it Renegade 2 or
because
Renegade Ghost.
Imagine Dragons copywrote Renegade, so now you know.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know. No. The fact that Slave One is now Boba Fett's ship. I mean, come on.
But it's not in Star Wars. It's still Slave One.
I
No,
agree.
it's not.
I understand.
Fortunately,
I understand. But we are talking about Lego that will contradict itself in a heartbeat. So,
Yeah, I mean they literally had in their own rule sheet that you couldn't put toes on minifigures, and then they started putting toes on minifigures.
but they're animals' toes or
No,
alien
no,
toes.
humans too.
No. The mummy has toes.
Mummy
the
had
mummy has
toes,
toes.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
The
actually
mummy has toes.
3 now, I think, that have toes.
That's when they first started putting toes on pigs. Was 1990. Oh gee, I think that was 95. have to go look.
Normally, I'm up on my Lego trivia for things like that, so I'm curious to hear what the answer is. All right.
Let's find out.
We've reached a lull in the conversation. Chris and I had to stop and put stickers on.
Chima was ahead of its time.
Oh, Chima Chunks. Chima Chunks.
So, is anybody doing something new for Atlanta BrickCon?
New. Define new.
I'm showing up.
That's new.
Hey,
Hopefully uninjured.
Well, I'm
you're
staying at
gonna have
Matt's
to drive
house,
in on
so-
75, so that's questionable.
Hey, I moved 8 things in the guest room so that you can now walk around to the other side of the bed at the moment.
Okay. I'm not sure actually which way I'm coming in. I might come through the Carolinas. Like go right through, like down from Pittsburgh and go down. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. But so I don't know if I'll be on 75 or not.
Fair.
Yeah. Just saying.
You're welcome to swing to this side of town if you'd like sometime. So
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
You get
Oh,
to
it's a
pick
long
whatever-
ways. You don't want to go over there.
it is a long ways.
I'm driving like, 1,000+ miles. I think a little longer doesn't kill me.
I'm just joking. They always make a big deal about how far it is to come to Gwinnett County.
Because it
It's
is.
285. If it wasn't for 285, I mean, come on.
285 was bad like yesterday afternoon when no one should have been on it, and it was horrible. So
All I care is that 99X is back on the air, so I can actually sit in traffic and listen to music that I want to listen to.
That's on what, 100.5?
Yep.
Need
And
to
then
have that.
somebody
I
had to
actually
point out-
pulled it off my radio. I need to put it back on there again.
Somebody pointed out the fact to me that so we have a new oldies channel, and I was really, really disappointed the fact how true that was.
Yep.
I'm still a little verklempt about it,
Haven't
but I'm
built
just happy
one.
it's on the radio.
okay, I'm going to make an observation about this. So they put these two. Hang on, let me. We're losing people left and right. Are we that boring?
Internet connections.
Maybe. All right. So I'm going to zoom in on this. So they put. Hang on.
Seriously, you are cranking through that set. Are you breathing?
Hang
Sorry,
on.
I am.
Hang
All right.
on.
So they put these two. These
Are you
two
hanging?
panels there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so when you close the wings up, it stops them here. Okay.
Okay.
But if you take them
Okay.
off and you could just put a tile there, it folds up like this and looks a lot better.
Ooh.
I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
Are you modding a set already that you haven't even finished building?
Well, they modded it when they could miscut my stinking.
Oh, by the way,
Here.
Chris, my sticker looks good.
Stupid. All right. So here's the two wing. All right. So this is the one with that. I'm sorry. This is the one with.
Yep.
As built. And
The
this
short
is the one
panel, and that's the one with the tile.
Yep.
This looks a lot better.
I concur.
Mod number 1.
I don't know what happened.
See, they're back. They're all back.
It disappeared.
We
We
just
just-
So I
Taking
think
everybody off.
I think it's 98 for the mummies.
internet issues.
98 for the mummies. Okay. Yeah, it's 98 for the mummies.
98 for the mummies.
I did it all for the mummies.
How much for the women?
Did.
How much for the women?
You little girl.
My,
how
mum-
much for the
my
little
mummy
girl?
is worth this much.
So my wife got TikTok, well, not TikTok, but
She got TikTok?
Facebook banned because she said that to take, she was taking Jake to do some pictures for graduation on her own because who's paying for that? But anyway, it took a great picture, a couple pictures of Jake, and basically she posted it and she said, "Kidnap my son to go take him for these pictures," and they flagged her for that word.
Wow.
Didn't that happen to us when someone said
It happened
something?
to me when I said that about Canadians. Yeah,
Yeah.
I told him to kid. So don't use kidnap.
The
As you said
Giddens
it
household.
twice in the same.
Giddens household are transgressive.
Criminals, the lot of you.
Federal lawbreakers.
So
CC.
Dana, the big haul I got from VIP Day
Yeah.
over before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, still in the hallway unopened.
In the
All of
box.
it.
In the boxes.
All of it. And I didn't open the TIE Bomber I got the other day yet either. So, but I am planning to build that this week.
The TIE Bomber is down
Yeah,
there.
it's one of the sets I went ahead and got to get my gift with purchase numbers up.
So I tidied up my work office last week, and the sheer number of sets that I have bought and not built was embarrassing.
Yeah, I got a closet full.
It's got a garage full.
I don't see a reason for this conversation.
I don't even
No, but this is why in January 1, I did not feel the need to rush out and buy more.
Well, that is exactly because I had full intentions of getting the modular. That was my full intention, and then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm going to bring that home because if I do that, I'm going to do the basic AFOL thing, and I'm going to only buy that because it gets me the GWP, and I'm going to stop.
Yep.
And then I realized I'm going to come home, and that's going to go up on the shelf in the basement with the other modulars that I can't build right now because I don't have a place to put them. And I'm just going to go out and spend a bunch of money to put it on the shelf and not get to enjoy it. And then I was like, there's a bunch of little sets that I can get that I can enjoy and bring home and have fun. And I did. So I got the Otter Battle Pack, which I should have gotten more of that. I had to get some 501st Clone Troopers because, again, a battle pack. Got my full set completion of the Series 24.
How much is the Otter Pack?
The Otter Pack, I think, was only $10. So I really should have gotten like a couple.
It's pretty cheap.
I'd forgotten all about it, so I gotta go.
Tim, don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad because
I'm a little behind as far as things.
You are a little behind.
Oculus go. Yes, I am.
We were just talking about how behind you are.
I know. So for January 1st, I had to jump online, and basically Lego site crashed when I tried to log on. It was very sad.
Yep.
they
And,
were crashing at
down.
8 o'clock.
I patiently waited until it was back up.
but my goal was to get the Sanctum Sanctorum instead of the Jazz Club because I've got a Sanctum Sanctorum in process on my work desk, and I need the parts.
No.
I need the parts for an upgraded Sanctum Sanctorum.
All right.
So
I heard an oh no. Who oh no'd?
I did too.
What?
Who's on the
Yeah, problems.
And
I'll be back.
the impetus of
Can
getting.
anyone tell me which one of these is the negative and which is the positive?
I saw smoke. I saw smoke.
What was it? What was it? Chris, do we need
I'm
to go,
modifying
do we need to
a
go to a
Nerf
safety
blaster.
check?
I'm modifying a Nerf blaster and I'm soldering and just realized that I don't know which one of these wires is negative and positive. But
it
I
on
can
your
figure
tongue.
it out. I can sleuth
You
it.
should probably unplug it before you solder it.
That's not plugged in.
So
I don't think.
so-
No, I'm fine.
So, Tim, you're not the only person who forgot about the Otter Pack because Titanium J just also mentioned that other people. And when I posted the Otter Pack, I actually got several comments of, crap, I forgot to order the Otter Pack. So, you're not
I
alone.
did too, because that was one of the coolest things I saw that I really wanted.
Exactly.
It went to back order pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I figured it
Yeah,
out.
But getting the Sanctum Sanctorum was my gateway to getting the Blacktron Cruiser. So I was pretty happy with that.
Good call.
All right. So real talk. Jake he wanted the big Ninjago thing, and he got kind of what he wanted, what was there. And I got a couple of parts, which actually pushed us over the line, right? But real talk, man, there wasn't a whole lot I was just like salivating for. And maybe it's just because money's a little bit tight and I got a mess, you know what I'm saying? But there was nothing I was really like, there's parts and sets that I really want, but there was nothing that just real. Had they put this Blacktron set out for $30, I'd have bought 4 of those, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the same boat. I wanted the TIE Bomber because I wanted the TIE Bomber. I got the mini Slave 1 because I wanted the Boba Fett figure because it's a really nice looking print.
It
And
is-
then I got
it is neat.
$150 of Pick-a-Brick
What?
from the website.
As long as you order
what?
standard parts, you can use it for GWP.
Yeah, Pick-a-Brick parts count.
got
I had that
So,
tuned up like
speaking-
3 days
speaking
ago.
of
I
parts-
had my cart filled with Pick-a-Brick, just waiting for it to tick over on January 1st so I could add the TIE Bomber and the Slave 1. And sure enough, it went
Yeah, there you
in.
go.
So I already had my cart almost completely full even before you could fill your cart. So
So,
yeah, there wasn't a whole
speaking
lot.
of
We're like, oh, I
parts,
want that. Because there's no pirate, there's no castle that I don't already have. Bah. So
I was going
but I
to say,
wanted that
speaking
TIE
of
Bomber.
parts, who's salivating for the 1x1 and 2/3 with the stud on side?
The what?
I need them in every color. I need them
Yes.
in every color. I need them in
It's
every
a-
I'll
color.
take them in black. I'll take them in black at first, but I need them in every color.
I need them in every color. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
1x1, 2/3 tie with the stud on the side.
I am officially calling it the Swiss Army knife of Lego Elements.
And a
Because-
rounded back. You should
And
have
it's
It's a
rounded
rounded
back.
back too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a rounded back and the studs on it. Yeah. It's crazy.
Huh?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a tombstone tile, but
Back in my day, we had 15 bricks in 4 colors, and we liked it.
And we liked it. We were afraid. I said
It-
afraid when they came out with a new color.
It used to be you had to work to get something in an odd angle, and now kids these days they just have
They
it
don't
so
appreciate
They just put that
easy.
part in there and whoop, there you go.
So
All right, so
here's
Go
my
ahead.
thought process. Here's my thought process because I bet you there were multiple designers that have been vying for this part to be made. Because if you look at the Galaxy Explorer build and the way that they've been doing the wings on things, that they've been making do with using the espresso handle piece and the headlight brick to do what they want to do for things, but this part will have like eliminated 3 different pieces being used to use that part. It's going to be a
Yeah.
revolutionary for building.
Yeah, Mike Psyche and that. And I can, even though he seems as calm natured of any human being I've ever met, he was really cool and nice. I got a feeling he went, son of a, it just cussed somebody out. But
Yeah,
It's like,
seriously.
where was this on the Saturn V? Oh my gosh!
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, because between the Saturn V, what else recently? Oh, the nacelles on the UCS Razor Crest.
I'm sorry, the what?
I'm calling them nacelles.
Nacelle.
I know nacelle.
Nacelles,
Whatever you want
nacelle.
to call it. The engine, the round engine thing.
The engine thing's on the sticks.
Exactly. Having
Aren't
that
those
new
the-
part,
It's what lets it goes to warp, right?
it's allowed to go to warp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Light speed, whatever it's going to be. The fact that the way that those things are used, you need that rounded backing piece, and this is going to completely change how those builds are done. It's. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that part.
Yeah. Yep. I
Um,
need them in every color, and I need hundreds of them.
Yep.
All right. Here's a good thing to add. So that new piece is going to be amazing for next year. But Eric Varsegi, I don't know if you know Eric Varsegi. He is master builder in in Connecticut. Anyway, he made a post that his the best part made this year, 2022, was the Technic pin with friction. Is his favorite
Yes.
part. And I agreed. I'm like, where has this been all my life? You know, that kind of thing. So,
The half Technic pin
Yes.
that becomes a stud when you put it in a Technic brick. Yes.
Yep.
But that and the 1x2 modified brick with the stud in the center.
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
Which-
okay.
Yeah, you could do that the hard way back in the day. Now you don't have to, and it looks good from the back, which it didn't used to.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, any other nominations for the best part of the new part of the year?
But I'm glad for both parts. I got a couple in something recently. Of those
Rich just hope
friction
all teams
strips.
have fun. Okay, I got it.
So another part that was good this year was the the L2 bar with the thicker part in the middle.
Ooh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was when that came out. I was like, oh, this solves a whole bunch of problems that I've always had to try and get around. So
Yeah.
What you say that, and you'll be like me. You see the new part, you're like, dude, this solves so many problems. Then you get a handful of them, you're like, well, what was I trying to solve? I don't remember what I was doing.
Well, I'm not going to go back and fix something in the past, but I've used that part multiple times on multiple new builds because I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I needed for this. So yeah. But yeah, no, I'm never going to go back and fix those other ones. Never going to happen. Never going to happen.
All right. Anybody else a part that was amazing?
You didn't tell us there was homework.
I'm sorry. It just crossed my mind. I'm trying to get y'all to talk so I don't have to. I can beat Dana.
I don't want to have to think.
Well, that's why this is Messy Monday, where it's not a requirement.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where's
In
this
my-
one?
We
would've
soldering the
thought
inside of
about
a
it.
Nerf blaster.
My pile to be built is the Monkey Kid
Ooh, that's a
Rabbit
fun set.
Bunny
Oh,
Space.
that's a great set.
That's a great set. That is a great set.
I think I'm going to open that right now.
It is super fun. It has lots of little classic space little hints. Anyway,
The fact that it's piloted by two bunnies is the best part about it.
and they look creepy like the twins in The Shining, right? Is these two little bunnies staring?
Exactly. So I know Matthew. I don't know if Matthew's going to talk about it or show it, but I will show a little something I did. I did a brick built squirrel.
Squirrel.
Cool.
And he lost a foot. He is only built using bricks and plates. It was an exercise to try and do sculptures with minimal parts. I think this is going to be like a new thing for me. This year is more brick built sculpture type stuff. So this is kind of
That looks great.
precursor.
It looks really good.
Dana's going to be jealous of mine because of the color mine's in.
Look at that
that's
orange
cool,
cat.
dude.
Look at that orange cat.
I
Did
know
you really-
it was in the advent calendars.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
there you go. Half circle tile in the Galaxy Explorer is nice. Also, the mate
Oh.
for that, which has a stud on it, is really cool. So
Yes,
let's see.
half circle tile is awesome. Where has that been all my life? Why did I have to cut? I mean, modify.
I find it funny that when they come out with something that's the fourth of something versus the half of something, when we're used to getting the full and then the half, and then eventually we get the fourth, but they just skipped right over the half on that.
Yes,
one.
they did.
Ninjago Mech. TJ, let's see. TJ, that's a kind of surprising. Honestly, if it wasn't for the Blacktron Pomo, I probably would have just bought a smaller Ninjago set, called it a day. For the Ninjago collector, you mean you didn't want to get this? Did we lose somebody?
We lost two somebody's.
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
What is it that Jake doesn't like about that headpiece? I think that's cool.
It looks cool in the picture, but it's got some gapping issues and all this kind of stuff. It's
doesn't
okay. It's okay. Honestly, I think it needs one more in there and everything. It doesn't stay anyway. But other than that, as a mech, it's super cool.
It looks cool.
It does
what
have the
if you-
soft, squishy, fleshy part open for battle. So there we go. So
What if you stuck a 1x1 round plate on the end somewhere?
yeah, you
With
can
the
fix
hole.
that. You can fix that. The cool thing is that the waist of it is 3 studs wide, which is unusual.
What?
So yeah.
Well, you know
Does
what's
have
interesting?
bendable knees.
So I find the whole uneven or the odd numbers for Lego to be, the fact that we just now started getting 1x5s and that we've only ever had the 1x3s, and that it'd be great if we could get some 1x7s as well, because
We're also getting 2/3 bricks.
right, because I mean, building sculptures, I had to use so many 1x3s and 1x2s to make the 1x5s because that's what I really wanted, because you want to have that symmetrical, and to do a symmetrical build, you've got to build in an odd number so you can mirror correctly. Otherwise, everything's going to look funky. And without those odd number those bricks, you're using more bricks than you would have to. So,
Dude, I remember the day when to make it odd number, you had to have a 1x1 because everything was base 2, and you had the 1x1s just for the that.
exactly.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that 1x3s were one of the more rarer parts in any color for a long time.
For a long time.
Yep. And then Sunday, I went and got a half a cup full of 1x3s in white. So there you go.
Yep.
Did you guys?
Wonderful time we live in.
There's also a new one wide corner plate that's 3x3. Like the 2x2 corner plate that we currently have. That's
Yes.
missing the one stud. There's now a
Is
3x3.
there now?
Yeah.
It's new,
Huh.
new with this release.
We're getting all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Say that again, Jeff.
It's a one wide plate, but it's 3 studs long and 3 studs deep. It's an L bracket. It's an L plate, but it's 3x3.
Yeah.
But it's 1 stud wide.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those would be so handy.
You just built something with one of those.
I think the police training thing, which looked pretty cool, which we didn't see yesterday, did we? I don't say that actually looks kind of fun because I'm thinking police academy, but I think that's what it comes in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I
I
had
need
something-
either 1x3 gutters or 1x1 gutters.
Yeah.
Gutters.
Or a
Gutters.
corner gutter.
And a corner gutter. Thank
The
you.
door rail. The door
Are you
rail
talking about the
pieces.
Yeah, the rail
rail?
holder.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now we have what 1x2 and 1x6, and
1x8.
that's it.
1x8.
Or 1x8. Yeah. We
Oh,
definitely-
okay. Oh, yeah. I know what part you're thinking of. Yeah.
A corner. would be
Yeah.
awesome.
So back in my day, before Technic was the thing that held everything together, L brackets or L plates held everything together. To make that corner solid, buddy, plop one of those bad boys down, you could hold up the moon with it, man. And so that was it. That's old school. I'm glad that's coming out.
Chris,
They also
are
have
you
the
already-
longer curved versions of that too, but
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Plate.
Are you already
Jake-
on bag 3? Are you already on bag
no,
3?
I'm not. I'm stalling out in bag 2 here.
All right, because I'm
So-
still in bag 1.
This piece, which looks pretty common, is Technic thing, but
Yeah.
it comes with a bar connection on the butt end.
Isn't that a Bionicle piece?
Well, not anymore. It's a system because they added the bar to it
Huh.
here. That came in the Ghost Rider mech. That's the gas tank and everything. And there's the 1x2 plate with 2 ball joints on both sides. So with a ball joint.
Oh,
here,
okay, yeah.
Yes, the new ball joint plate. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
which
the
I find offensive, but it's okay.
I like the 1x. It's basically 1x3, but it's really a 1x1 plate that has 2 bar connections on the side.
Yes. And that's going to be evolutionary for the mech builders to
Yeah.
do hips. So
Did you say evolutionary?
revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
It
Could be an evolution.
I could have said evolution, but I did mean revolution.
Well, what's funny is, and I'm glad, ball joints and other things have made mech building a whole lot easier than it was back in the day. It was a very particular skill to do back in the day.
I have a very particular set of skills.
Yes, you do. But and even today, though, but I'm happy that it hasn't cheapened it. People are really stepping up their game, and you have folks like, is it Moko? Who's the guy that you follow? Chubby Bots and those guys who make those mechs and make them so they put the instructions out. That is revolutionary too, and hats off to those guys for going through that. So, like, I couldn't do that with my builds because I'm crap building halfway through it, so I have no plan to make instructions from.
Oh, so Chris, that bracket that you were talking about, the funky the wing thing, but here, hang on a second, I'm gonna go full screen.
Yeah, Funky the Wing thing. That was a band that opened for. Never mind. Go ahead.
How do I do this? Solo layout. Will it take me?
Nope.
Nope, not you.
Just click on the square on your picture.
Click
Dan.
on yourself.
You know what's going to make mech building easier is this part.
I'll do it.
We can't see.
Hang on.
I had to add myself back to the team.
Oh gosh.
All right. All the shenanigans. But anyway, so gosh darn
I
it.
hit the button. Stop hitting buttons.
All right.
Why
So
is there a button for that?
what Chris was talking about, and I know this is black and I know this is horrible, but they add a little L panel here, and that it prevents the wing from actually coming all the way down smooth. However, that portion there, if you make this into a plate, because they add this 1x3 here, and so it hides where
The blaster tip is.
the blaster tip in. So that's where the design probably was chosen to do that instead of using a plate there, a tile there, or whatever.
Yeah, but still.
I got it. Cool
Okay.
your jets. Just going for my smokes.
I haven't gotten to the jet yet.
I also think that it's probably resting on it as well.
No. Well, I mean, if they replaced it with a tile, it would still slide across it just fine. But that the panel portion of it hides the bar. So
Yeah, it's kind of, to me, I'm going to take it off. But
I mean, I'm saying there are probably other solutions that they could have done to fix it, and still achieve the same kind of thing. Because they could have used that panel on the other side, like flipped it around and shortened the yellow 1x4 into 1x3, and flip. I still think it can be modded to be done correctly, but I see why they did it. Is what I'm saying.
yeah, I mean, I see why
It's all
they did it.
about
But
cost.
I'll be honest. I'm planning to replace the canopy with the older one with the double section canopy. I don't like how the new canopy interfaces with the point that's got the logo on the front. He's got studs sticking up. I don't like it.
yeah, I get that. I get what you're talking about there. I would.
They could have streamlined that nose a little bit more.
They could have.
Which,
they
since
could
it is in fact a sticker, you could find a better piece to streamline that nose and put the sticker on that. You know what? You've turned me on this whole sticker business.
And actually, as you're saying that, where I'm not going to swap out the canopy, I'm going to swap out the nose section.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is because it's a sticker, I could now swap out the nose section with a better one. I'm with you on the stickers now. I see it.
See?
It's there.
There's a
See?
reason.
Yeah.
There's
You've
a
converted me. It's beautiful.
method
I
to
need the
that.
Blues Brothers. I have seen the light. That's what it needs. The band.
Is it really cold where you are, Captain? Because I've seen like your breath.
No.
He's in the, he's out in the bunker.
I'm in
soldering.
my shop.
It's
I'm in my
legal to
shop.
smoke.
Somewhere.
Don't you have a heater out there?
There
It's
is
legal.
a vicious puma. I will be stalked and eaten. I'm
Yes.
sure.
It's
Yes,
legal
Like a
because
swamp cat.
to smoke in Oregon.
Yes, the puma needs your body to stay warm.
It's always
So it's
fun
going
until
to
there's a vicious
consume it.
puma.
He sleeps on my feet. It's beautiful.
Oh, speaking of big cats, we watched this new documentary called Wildcat. Woo!
Called what?
Wildcat. Have the tissue handy. That's all I'll say.
Does the cat die?
More about
What
the
old
humans.
yeller is going on here.
Hey, will you give me a yellow tile? I mean, a black tile.
Filthy feline snuff film.
Okay, so Jake's in the room. You mentioned Old Yeller. They watched that in school. He was in second grade. They watched Old Yeller in school. His teacher called us and said, "I think I broke Jake." She said, "I think I broke Jake. Jake is a puddle. Jake is a mess because they shot that dang dog." And so he was just. I mean, we had to go get him from school. I'm like, what the heck are you showing Old Yeller to second graders for?
Hey,
I think we
in
watched
second grade,
that
they showed up
years ago.
waterfront down.
I just watched this YouTube. It was titled "Books That Made Me Cry," and I'm like, one of them. I was like, "Yep, teen novel, Bridge to Terabithia." I was a mess.
Hey, dude.
All right. Hey, by the way, we are at an hour. I am going to just stay on doing this. So y'all are welcome to hang. Y'all are welcome to do whatever you want to do. Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I just cracked open bag 2, so I'm here.
I thought you were going to say you cracked open something else, but
Oh no, I'm actually gonna need another one of those before, but you know.
All I just ran out of Kool-Aid, so.
So, who wants to see the blue train run?
Do we have a
Is that a
choice?
euphemism, or
Is
is
this a
that?
euphemism?
No.
I feel dirty.
If it runs for more than 4 hours, please contact your doctor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, we can watch the blue train run.
Okay, we'll watch the blue train.
Well, unless that's a movie that the dog gets shot in. So
No.
No, but so
No.
Matthew, you've let me know now that that particular video that was on Netflix, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Victoria's like, she's like, I kind of want to watch this. So she's like, but I'm afraid to. And I'm like, I think I need to watch that first. So now you've confirmed for me that no, she cannot watch it.
So
on Black Tile.
So
Fair
the
enough, fair
cat is a
enough.
part of it, but the main figure is someone who's dealing with PTSD. So it's
Oh, is that the Tom Hanks thing that you're talking about?
No,
No.
different movie.
Okay.
the human is going through a lot. So
But nothing happens to the cat.
I can't answer that question. Like that takes all the drama out of watching the
Well,
show.
All right.
Train.
And after you watch it, you'll be like, "Thank you for not answering that question."
Okay. All right.
What? Let's see. Somebody asked me a question. Hey, Fazoon. Somebody asked me a question. Do you see Dinfect in the black? What was that? Dude, Jude? I'm sorry. I'm not transliterating what you said.
Do you see a different in the black?
I will say that in the hinges, I've noticed that.
Do you see a
There's a
difference in the black? Are there different
Yeah.
shades of black?
Well, in the hinge bricks, like the hinge plates, I can tell a different sheen. One looks matte, one looks shiny. I've noticed that.
Well,
Hey,
that's
I'm right here. I'm right here. You talking about Matt?
Different formulations in the.
that color change in the hinge bricks has been for a while because you will
Yeah.
find those to be very shiny.
I personally like old black instead of new.
Shiny, happy hinge bricks holding hands.
Okay, am I the only one who actually likes that song? I love that song. It is so goofy and so offbeat, and it has what's her face from the B-52s in it. I love
Kate
that song.
Pearson.
Yeah. She's awesome.
No, that was. I mean, as far as two bands out of Athens, that was like peanut butter and jelly, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And I think, it's tongue in cheek. Or it seems like it to me. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I love it though. I love.
Well,
that
that's like REM song "Stand in the Place Where You Are." Like that's a goofy, silly song. They've done a bunch. They've done a number of those.
Actually, Weird Al's version called "Spam" is much better.
Spam in the place where you are.
The key is there to open the tin. The tin is there to hold the spam in. That is one of my favorite Weird Al lines.
I've never heard that one.
You not? I think it's on the
Look it
UHF
up.
soundtrack.
Well,
Oh
that's
my
why.
God! I watched most of the whole thing, and had did not recognize that kid was Harry Potterhead.
Oh no, he does a great job. He does a great job.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, but I haven't watched those Harry Potter movies that much, so it just didn't correlate at all. It's like until 2 days later, somebody said something about it. I'm like,
Oh, is
really?
it Daniel Radcliffe that plays?
It's Daniel Radcliffe.
Dan Radcliffe plays Weird
Yeah.
Al.
Now that
Yeah.
being said, since we're talking about Daniel Radcliffe, if you want to watch Frodo in a movie that you don't think of him as Frodo, No Man of God, which is a Ted Bundy movie where he plays the FBI guy, it's actually very good too. So
Oh wait, he in Sin City? He's the weird.
Yes. he does.
Yeah.
This
Oh yeah.
Not that I've seen it.
Now that we kill the conversation again.
Are you talking about Andy Serkis?
No.
No.
No, but we could be.
We could be.
Okay.
Although I was really surprised that he played Alfred in The Batman, which I finally watched yesterday. Which is a
really
movie
good.
that is about an hour and a half longer than it should have been.
That much is certain. But it was a really good movie.
It was, but it should have been two movies.
Yes, agreed. Now, but I will say, of all Batman movies, the scene where the Batmobile, the Batmobile does the Batmobile thing, is just top 10, top 5 best Batman moments ever. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
as
was in
far
the
as-
theater going, "Oh yeah," that kind of thing. When he
And
revs
actually,
it, so.
I now feel the need to get that Batmobile set because, I'm like, okay, that's what the Batmobile should be. It should
Now
be.
the minifig set or the Technic set? Technic set.
I'd go minifig set just because I'm not a big Technic builder, and I would just want to have that set in my city. But I understand there is a Technic set for that too, though.
Actually, that Technic set you can do something else with it. I can't remember now. It looked kind of cool.
You could throw in the garbage with all the rest of the Technic.
Oh,
That's just
shots fired.
Shots fired.
I'm not a big Technic guy myself. You can't offend me with that one, but
I'm just kidding.
I think I got 2 sets maybe. My dad drove a Mack truck in his day, and so I've got the Mack truck. I haven't built it yet, but
I was on the Canadian Brick Builder stream. I mentioned the fact that I have never bought a pure Technic set. I've bought a ton of Star Wars sets that had Technic guts, but I've never bought a single pure Technic set in my, a lot of years of Lego.
I bought one of the RC sets. I think that's the only.
I think the R2 set counted, the one with the
original.
The ugly one. The
No,
ugly one.
that's technically a boost set.
I mean, the ugly R2,
Yeah.
not the one made out of bricks.
Yeah, the old.
Oh, no, the old one. Yeah, that's
No, the old one is a Droid Developer Kit with the Micro Scout,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the one I had.
which is in my wind turbine.
But it only had Technic stuff. So.
Well, he
And that
speaks
one big
binary.
ugly 2-part dome piece that was really stupid.
Yeah, that's a Droid Developer Kit with the Micro Scout. That's what's powering my wind turbine right now.
I'm sure R2 can speak binary to your wind turbine.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. See, that's what you could do with your Micro Scouts. You could actually make it into a turbine head and set it for program 4 and just let the light make it go.
I was looking at the 2022 parts, because I couldn't remember what was considered a 2022 part, and you guys mentioned a few, and I wanted to give a mention to the corn, even though the price of it is super expensive.
Right?
The
Yes.
corn.
The corn piece was awesome.
And the
I mean,
piece that
corn.
goes, the corresponding piece with the corn, which is the
Oh, the vine.
little vine piece,
Yeah.
which I'm anticipating in lug bulk. If those are there, those will
Yeah.
both be guaranteed pieces for our lug.
Well, we never buy vegetation. What are you talking about?
Oh, of course not. Or masonry bricks. I mean, God forbid they actually put out a new colored masonry brick, or even if they don't put out a new color masonry brick, we're still going to order masonry bricks.
People who
That's-
didn't get it
that's
2
correct.
years ago will be ordering the masonry brick and sand
So
green.
I think I
did, and I
spent
still
the
need
maximum money that you can buy, that you can use for lug bulk on masonry bricks, and I got that in white.
So I figured out my part last night. I need 16,000 dark gray dots. And I calculated that if they're at 2 cents a piece on bulk lug, that's basically almost one person's order in just dark gray dots.
I want to see that bag full of them dang dots. And
I'll
want
tell you,
to
the
see the person who
masonry
has to
brick one
start.
was as large as a small child.
Oh no, Matthew, we already know who's going to be the person who has to count that, because I seem to be the only one who understands how to operate the frickin' scale. So that's going to wind up being me.
no. What it's going to be is you just give the bag to Matt and let whoever else bought some count them out of Matt's bag.
Well,
Yeah.
but the odds are, because we've got I mean, we're actually seeing people start embracing lug bulk for what it is, and people are going to see that and they're going to go looking on Bricklink and go, "Oh, those aren't very common. I need to order at least 100 of those." So that's going to happen. So that, like, we're going to have 50 people involved, and all 50 of them are going to order at least 100 of those, because that's what happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I put dark gray 1x1 rounds, that the space people would not pass up the opportunity to acquire some of them.
Correct.
They would all be laughing that Gunning is ordering a shade of gray as one of his parts.
Yeah, but when I turn around and order, like, lavender 1x1 studs in, that's going to be the apocalypse coming to
Is that going to be your next mosaic, lavender?
No. I do have my next mosaic picked out, but I have a feeling that, because the one thing that I'm working on that I need to figure out before lug bulk happens is because I want to build a dark orange tabby cat similar to the bricks built one that I've already done. And dark orange pieces are dark orange, my friend. Dark orange pieces are not that common.
No, they're tough. Especially, I buy a lot of slope and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's tough.
Well, the
quantity.
1x2 tiles were on the wall. I have a ton of those. But
Yeah, but I don't need tiles. I need
I
plates
know.
and bricks, and so I have a feeling that my lock-ins might be dark orange 1x or 2x4 bricks of all things.
wow.
It's possible. It's possible.
Guys, I got a jet. We'll catch y'all later.
Christopher, good
Yeah.
to see you, man.
Chris, if you need that brown spaceman, let me know. I got you.
I always need a brown spaceman.
He's gonna find him. Don't worry.
So I opened
Yes, I
up the
do.
open up the canopies in the Space Rabbit set, and they didn't put this one in a plastic baggie, and it's all scratched up.
You should call and complain.
I might.
Yeah.
On the other
Want
hand,
a little detail on it for like
the
it
artwork-
actually landed or something. It went through a meteor storm or something, you know.
Oh, my spaceship's pristine, darn it.
did you get all those white brick from the Queer Eye clearance set?
Did I? No.
No, I'm looking at Rich's.
Oh, Rich.
Oh, I see.
Rich said
No,
he
no,
lug
he-
bulk.
he-
His entire
was
lug
lug
bulk
bulk.
order was that.
That was lug bulk. He just stated that.
Oh, I didn't think it was on. I didn't think the white masonry was available on Lug Bolt.
I don't.
What?
I think we
looked
ordered
for
it in ours last year, but I can't remember for sure.
I specifically
Oh,
looked.
actually, Matthew, I think we did order them, but because you and Meredith had already bought in so many of them, you didn't feel the need to order more.
No, I would have ordered more white.
Or you ordered them and you've just forgotten that you did.
No.
Do I need to go to the spreadsheet?
Yes.
We need a graphic that goes to the spreadsheet. Da, 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 da.
Dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
No,
This is what my wife ordered. She ordered the same amount of money in dark brown.
Oh wow!
Because I've chewed through almost all my white masonry just building the Grimwald extension.
Yeah, this is going to be a boutique or boutique hotel.
Ooh, double boutique.
Very snazzy.
Swanky boutique.
Bougie.
The swanky boutique hotel.
Bougie boutique. Yes, I like that.
Yes. Here's my bougie art gallery on the side. And my little fountain.
Hey, don't show your little phone.
Hey, I'll show my little fountain if I want it.
Hey Dana, I just thought of like the easiest not
Mace Windu?
No, mosaic to build out of Lego. Do a Mondrian art piece of artwork. Red, yellow, black squares.
So we did not have white masonry bricks on our lug bulk.
Yes.
But I do find it funny that we didn't, though.
I looked for it and I could not find it on the initial list.
I'm perplexed.
I am too.
Was
Because
it
I
one of those
wanted-
parts that you had to go dig for because the picture didn't show up? And we
That's
missed
possible. And we
But
may
I
have
sort mine by part number and I looked at all the masonry bricks. At least I thought I did.
it?
Maybe
Maybe they
because we got
shifted
the
part number.
maybe it was not on the preliminary list, but it showed up on the confirmed. I don't know.
You might want to have an issue with your lug ambassador about that.
Yeah,
He may have dropped the ball on that somewhere along the line.
sounds like it.
It could be. That's okay. Harry's being replaced this year anyway. So.
Out with the old.
What did I do?
From my understanding, he's tired of dealing with everybody's shenanigans. So
So I didn't make official resolutions or anything, but I'm like, I'm gonna eat a little better, continue eating a little better. Of course, my son then comes home and goes, Dad, I found 2 pints of Little Debbie Christmas tree cake ice cream, and I bought them, and they're in the freezer. I'm like, dang it, that lasted 6 hours. Thanks, son.
That kid did
sounds
not
like my
fall
house.
far from the tree at all.
No. I told him if we want to go on season 5 of Lego Masters, if there is one, we both got to get it together. So,
Well, either that or you just need to have your own portable defibrillator.
that's true. Do you think they would let me like have one of those like wheel around chairs like they have at Walmart? That would be awesome.
No, but you could be like on the SNL skit with the Chicago Bear guys where they're having their heart attack and they just pound their phone going.
You can be the
Bears.
scooter dudes. The scooter dudes.
I used to like when I was working at Home Depot for a short time. I'd go out there in the parking lot, and I loved when I saw one sitting there that I could drive back in the store. Those were great. I wanted to use it to work with.
I thought you were going to say something funny about using defibrillators, like to shock each other. Here.
I thought you were going to say like you were doing wheelie donuts with them or something.
Yeah, I weigh 340 pounds, so I would be doing too much in them carts. that cart barely got me into the store.
Yeah,
You got one leg off of giving it a push on the side as you're going.
Exactly.
That cart's like one
The Flintstone
one wire
maneuver.
at a time.
The Flintstone maneuver.
Push faster, push faster.
And by the way, chat, I appreciate there's lots of chat going on, and I'm not paying attention to it at all because I'm putting 87 million red tiles on a freaking wing when they could have just made a molded part. Anyway, I'm not.
Hey,
Although somebody pointed out when you actually look at that from the light and the angle, it actually looks better because it actually has more of a solar panel look to it.
I get that.
Progress.
But they went all that trouble now to make the trans colors so they can make any brick they want. They surely could have shot some trans red in those molds and made, whatever.
But again, somebody pointed out that we don't see too many large translucent pieces anymore, other than canopies.
That's true.
Which is kind of funny because obviously they have the capacity to make canopies.
Yeah, but I actually think that they're having a problem with their translucent formula, and that we're seeing issues with that in general. Who did we just lose?
I don't know. I'm not even
Rich.
paying attention.
No, Captain. I'm still here. I'm still here flexing.
Yeah, he's got his piece. Reggie, you can put that away. I can go pull out 2 or 3 of those. Give me a break.
Fine.
Hey. This is a family.
Fine.
I've got multiples.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing when my stuff comes. I'm not using any stickers if I only have one sheet.
I have used all of my stickers. I am at that point, so
I'm close.
Okay.
I'm close. About to do those big panels.
Oh, you caught up to me then.
Well, not too far. Well, if you've used all your stickers, I got 4 stickers left to use.
Oh.
I'm gonna pack it in and tell my wife I want to be hanging out with her.
You know what? Tell your lovely bride I said hello. I haven't seen her in a long time. So
Yeah, we're about to register for Brick Fair, Virginia.
hey, you guys should come down to. You guys should come down next month to Atlanta BrickCon.
Yeah.
I got the store and stuff, and
Not affiliated, by the way, with whatever this is about to be called. Something that is now a show called BrickCon or Brick Convention, and they're going to just, it's like Melbourne Brick Convention. So Atlanta Brick Convention is going to have to do something a little different. I'm not bitter about it.
Yeah, we are planning some trips this year. It's just that Atlanta BrickCon was not one of them. We're going to go to AwesomeCon for our anniversary weekend, and we don't care who's coming. We're going to get the full VIP treatment again. Last time we went, we got Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, and we got them to sign a fully sealed DeLorean.
Cool.
So
Cool.
that's put away for another day. Got certified too, so it's awesome. So we don't care who's coming. We're just going to go and have fun.
That's fun. And it does actually sound awesome.
And we're going to go, I think the wife and I are probably just the wife and I are going to go to Legoland, New York this year. So We have trips planned. It's just Atlanta BrickCon was not
What about
was
Chicago?
not in the list.
Brick World.
Um,
All the
we'll-
cool cats are going.
Well, I know we're gonna have to have a second BrickCon at some point in a year. It's just not going to be this year and maybe next year. Maybe 2025 there'll be a 2-year Brick convention.
All right, I'm done. There it is.
I did not catch up.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm-
That's actually cool.
I'm done.
Go get-
I'm heading out.
Go get your
Been
double
my-
triangle
You out?
trans red pieces, plates, and put them on there instead.
Yeah. You out, Matt?
I've been in my room for 6 hours. My back hurts.
I understand. See you, my friend. Talk to you later.
Ciao.
Hi, Matt.
I'm out too. Good night.
All right.
Bye,
Good
Rich.
night. Okay. All right. My thoughts on the Blacktron thingy, and I think it's a lot better in hand than it did on the box. The modifications that I want to make, I can see. The cargo bay in it, I heard a lot of people complaining how fragile it is, and yes, it will pop off fairly easy. But I like the solution, I guess. Interesting brick there. So I like this a whole lot more than I thought I would. I do wish the front of it was a little more well thought out. The wings look better popped out than they do in, so which is opposite. I think the original Renegade looks better with them in. So
Yeah.
it looks like weird puppy dog ears in, but it looks a whole lot better. I'm gonna take the stupid panels off. I mean, dang. It makes me mad that they're there because that looks infinitely cooler than the other one. I mean, infinitely.
It
That
does.
little bit of angle looks a ton better.
It does.
So,
Like I said, I think I've got a solution to actually do both. But
yeah. I bet if you put a bracket right there or something, you could probably stick that in there. But even, it just looks like without that there, it just looks like the red gun continues into those lights underneath, and I like it. So,
yeah, it
um,
works.
So yeah, it's cool.
I gotta say though, that I think I like the use of the clips and those new bar pieces for connections versus Technic pins. I like that.
Yeah, no, I like that. I use that. I use clips like that. In the Blacktron series I made,
Mm-hmm.
I buried some of those 1x1 bricks with the bar on them
Mm-hmm.
deep in and had clips go in there and snap in. And then
Yeah.
they came out with that piece. I'm like, oh, that does the same thing and a lot less rigmarole that I went through.
Yep.
So I like that too.
The only
I'm actually probably
downside-
going to go back to my Blacktron series and made it to use this technique because I've got some of those. I bought some.
The only downside
But-
I could think of is that if you wanted to make them compatible with older Blacktron parts, like ship parts,
Yeah, you
right?
can.
I think that'd look kind of cool too. So
Yeah. It might be cool to go back and make Blacktron compatible with this. It's interesting
Yeah,
that
that's
some of
true.
these have less clip.
Well, you know why? Because it gives that the flex. There's
yeah.
just a little bit of extra flex.
Yeah. But I will say that the version that's short like this is super neato.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I wish I had the money, and I'd love to pick up some of that old Blacktron stuff and some of the. What was the blue and black? Was that one of the Space Police?
Space Police one.
The original
Red
one?
hand piece. Yep.
I've got all the Space Police 3 stuff, but that's as far back as I got.
This is mega cool going on right here. Okay. This is
Yeah, I like that.
this is get all the 89 dopamine right here. That looks really neat. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm in. I do the studs right there bug me a little bit. They could have really done better with that. I think they wanted to make the storage up front. They could have done better, but I didn't pay any money for it, so I'm
Well, and the thing for me is that where like the new GE was it was so redesigned, but yet keeping the same profile where they tried to keep the profile similar to this as well, but they didn't do as much redesign. They just kind of did part substitution versus redesigning it.
Yeah.
So I think it was a valiant effort, but again, even though I do enjoy the build so far, I think it's much better than I originally thought it was going to be. I still think they phoned it in. They could have done better.
Could have done better. What I do like is this running trans red like energy bar all the way through the back. Very cool. That's pretty. I think this is a neat idea, but it's lumpy and brittle. The flag. So this probably is the worst part of it in the nose, I guess. But other than this looks like a. I mean, if Lego created a space line and it had a spaceship like this, I would be all over it like white on rice. So this is good stuff. So.
I was going to say, I love that. I wish they'd go, but that excites me about them maybe doing a whole nother line of stuff because I think that'd be unique.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors out. There's a couple of mystery lines. We may talk about new, without showing pictures that we don't have 2023 rumors and stuff on Thursday. But there's a rumored line that has a bunch of weird names to it. We want to figure out. And we'll talk about probably Thursday the fact that Lego really hasn't released a Ninjago-ish, their own theme kind of thing. Monkey Kid's not being sold in the Lego store. Did y'all know that, by the way? You cannot go to the Lego store and buy Monkey Kid sets?
Yeah, I think the very first wave was all, and they didn't last very long. They took them off, and then they've all been. Because I buy Monkey Kids. I don't buy it all, but I've got a lot of the bigger sets that I like. That temple that they came out with the clouds, and I haven't opened it up and looked at it because it sounds like wood pieces when you're sliding it around. So I don't know if those clouds are some kind of different material or if they're plastic or what they are.
Yeah, they're paper plastic. So they're probably in like a big like cardboard wrap thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so because Jake was like, I want to get that $20 Monkey Kid set that combines with the other one, $20 set. That's a great in the store kind of thing. But dude, they're like,
no, I know it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, so
because there's a lot of great stuff there.
Yeah, Monkey Kid's really cool design and stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, I like this. It is not as loved on and engineered as the Explorer. However, it does a pretty good job.
No, that's a sharp looking build, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I like the fact that the little energy band, trans red band, actually meets up with the back end when you put it together. It gets cut off when you put the center section in there. I don't know if I like the weapons being stored on the top when you have a perfectly good,
that part bothers me. That part does bother me.
And I tried to reverse it. They will not fit down in there. Or maybe they will if I goof around with it. But the center section, I think, for me, breaks up the loveliness of it because that was a cool... And that wall piece is something they still make, right?
The corner wall?
Yeah. They did it.
Yeah, but it's a different design. It doesn't have it's not the same structure, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I did build a spaceship before we sign off. I built a spaceship. There it is.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
It's a Star Wars blockade runner, smuggler, something or other.
Any reason why you went with a Star Wars design or a Star Wars type?
I hadn't built a Star. Honestly, in Andor, when there's that ship that takes off that's got the Y-wing kind of proto engines on the back and everything, I'm like, oh, what a cool thing! I want to do that. So I just built a big lumpy ship, sketched it out one day, and built it. So I wanted it to be a little bit offset and everything. So it's mostly because of Andor. Pew, pew. So
very cool.
All right, where are you at, Dana?
I just opened bag 3.
Okay, we're not waiting on you.
No, I do not. I do not expect you guys to wait on me for that. Nope. You guys can bring this plane to a halt anytime.
Yeah. All of our friends have left, but anyway, we've had some great conversation. Thanks, Brick Jedi, for that. Dude Jude, how you doing? Moto's there. Big Nate Bricks, hello. Let's see who else was in the chat that I did not say hello to. Jesse's Brick Galaxy, awesome. TJ was here. Black was with us. Intense was here for a little bit. We got talking about space. I'm sure he left. So, Will Hafner jumped in a little bit ago. Brett Hooper was in, and I missed it.
Oh, Hooper was here. I missed the
Hooper was here. Moto was here. Nerd Brick 101 was here. A lot of folks dropping in today. Thank you. And if you're still hanging around, we appreciate it. Say hello, smash the like, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be signing off here. Battery Powered Bricks, how are you? Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Be awesome and build awesome. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining us as always.